Kamala Harris is having to deal with protesters at some of her, and if you watch some of these rallies, you start to think maybe the wheels are starting to come off just based on what she's saying. Watch this.
We remember Donald Trump hand-selected 3 members of the United States Supreme Court with the intention that they would undo the protections of Roe v. Wade, and they did as he intended. Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally. No, I think you meant to go to the smaller one down the street.
Wow, that's where you see who she really is in that moment. So somebody said Jesus is Lord. Obviously, these were pro-life protesters who were at her rally, and her response was, Jesus isn't here. You need to go to that other rally where they like Jesus. Unbelievable. And by the way, you guys, this is on the heels of this past week or last week, a pro-life protester who back in 2020, an African-American woman who was protesting, and she was blocking the entrance, but she had had a traumatic abortion when she was 15. So she was a pro-lifer. She blocked an entrance in 2020 while BLM was burning down cities. She blocked an entrance, and now she's facing 3 years in jail. She has a child, a husband. Pro-lifers definitely know who is on their side and who is going to attack them. And you saw it right there.
And Harris has no idea. Those very well may have been regular Democrat voters at a Harris rally. Michigan has a lot of...
No, that was La Crosse, Wisconsin. That was La Crosse, Wisconsin, yeah.
Just like in Michigan, in Wisconsin, you have a lot of pro-life Democrats. And that's the needle that they have to thread. And she obviously is not prepared to do that.
You can't think of a Democratic candidate, I don't think in our history, Barack Obama or Joe Biden included, no Democrat would respond in that moment the way that she responded. 100%. You have to understand the gravity of that response. I don't know what she saw. I don't see the camera from the other angle. I don't know what she internalized. I don't know what she heard. I don't know if she heard Jesus is Lord. Right. But that's what was said. And for you to respond, you're at the wrong rally, I don't care if all she thought was they were pro-life, to your point, Charlie. That is in our past, in the history of America, a campaign-killing response. Now, even if she doesn't mean it, that is political buffoonery. No one would tell that constituency, yelling in the name of Jesus, you're at the wrong rally. The deal, the election would be over. Over. And it should be over. This morning, that is a killer.
I absolutely love the transparency of it, though. In that moment, that was one of her most authentic moments. Honestly, that's who she is. She is that person that you just saw there. By the way, this yelling thing is becoming a pattern. So she was at Grand Rapids at a rally there, and here's what happened.
One who suggests we should terminate the Constitution of the United States should never again have the privilege of standing behind the seal of the President of the United States. Never again. Never again. Never again.
I don't mean to keep making every single clip like the deepest insight into everyone's psyche, but once again, I want to say this. We really, as a people, need to begin to understand the psychological tactic of projection. This is everything. This is projection, okay? This is a party who's been in power, who's undermined the United States Constitution, and for that matter, openly showed tension and aggression towards the United States Constitution. To project anger at this moment, like, never again about the Constitution. Please, the Constitution is under threat from one particular ideology.
100%. By the way, Harris was asked how her campaign went from joy to what you just saw. What happened? Watch.
Critics who say the joy is gone, you respond.
Oh, I'm having a great time.
Yeah. Wasn't that so joyful, that the earlier clip we just saw of her screaming at everybody? Listen, obviously, this is about being frustrated that everything they tried is not working, that they thought they could sleepwalk through this and sort of manipulate their way to the finish line. And Donald Trump is picking up steam at exactly the wrong time because it's really hard to turn that back right now.
And when she goes on that tirade, she's pointing to the vice president's seal on the front of her podium. And there's something extra authoritarian about that.
Yeah.
He never again will he stand behind the seal. It's like, whoa, lady, this is creepy.
Well, we started the conversation this morning saying...
Also, you're trying to win male votes, too. Like, that also doesn't help.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.